what we generally see is that the woman files a case and she alleges the husband of many things, but in most of the cases the police does not even listen to the husband, that what he wants to say. Or maybe sometimes the woman, she does not have any evidence, but still the case is going on for a long period of time. So that is something very difficult, that makes the life of that particular man and his family much more difficult. And that is really something very important, that we need to discuss with the people, with the public, so that they come to know about such laws and how they can prevent themselves, or what are the precautions they can take to prevent themselves from such kind of false cases.
True, because you are right that in most of these cases, it is simply on the basis of a statement that an FIR is registered. And other than the wife's statement, there could be statements of our father and mother, or all blood relatives who are biased witnesses, who are not neutral witnesses. So simply on the basis of these 3-4 statements, a case is registered. All that is available in the form of documentary evidence is a marriage patrika or a marriage certificate, which only actually proves that a marriage exists. It doesn't prove that harassment exists. On the other hand, husband might have a lot of evidence in his favor, such as certain bank transactions, receipts of expenses that he may have spent, or recordings, audio or video, which show that there has been no dowry dispute or any cruelty between the families. But all of the evidence from the husband side is usually not looked into by the police. They should ideally look into it, because as an investigating agency, they are supposed to do a fair investigation. If they actually do fair investigation, then my guess is that in 70 to 80% of the cases need not go to courts at all. They can be disposed of at the police level itself.
Yes,
and that would be a great service which the police can do to the nation, because our courts have been jammed with such false cases which keep going on for years and years together.
Yes.
Now, who actually benefits from these false cases? If there is some actual victim of such kind of atrocity, then that person may not get enough hearings from the court, because the courts are already clogged with false cases. Whereas a person who is falsely accused, which happens in most of the cases, he has to keep going to court again and again, and that becomes a harassment in itself. So even before a punishment or acquittal, whatever happens, and the trial is concluded, the ordeal of a criminal trial itself is unbearable for at least a large majority of accused in these cases, who come from very good families. Most of the accused you will find are from very educated people, decent middle class families,
yes,
upper
very
middle
true.
class families. Unlike other IPCs, like the reason why we are discussing these particular sections is because the accused in other cases, if there is a, say for example, a murder case, you will find accused who are come from probably a criminal background, or who have not got very good education. And people accused in thefts also come from these kind of backgrounds, generally speaking, not in all the cases. But in generally speaking, in 498 cases, most of the accused, you will find them to be very well educated. Software engineers, doctors, even advocates, judges. There are several cases on judges as well. So, yeah, this particular section needs to be properly investigated whenever there is a complaint filed under this section.